This is Deborah Johnson with Blaming Others, Part 2, Taking Personal Responsibility in Getting Unstuck. In Part 1 of Blaming Others, you should have identified the why of blaming others, even discovering if you are still personally carrying any of those reasons of avoidance. Maybe you had an experience of dropping a rock, like I did. The courts are filled with those who are not taking personal responsibility. If I started naming a few, this may be a rather long session on those involved. Well, of course, there are those truly innocent, but many are guilty and go to great lengths to escape the impending consequences and punishment. It costs money to defend and justify a position of so-called innocence. And this doesn't just happen in a court of law. It happens in many businesses. We've watched many leaders of businesses take a great fall, whether or not they were guilty of wrongdoing. A true leader is able to take responsibility regardless of the consequences. This doesn't always mean admitting to wrongdoing they're not guilty of. However, putting the blame on others when part of the problem is traced back to top-down leadership creates divisiveness and discord. And to carry it further, the blame game could possibly become part of a company culture, if not discontinued. Find one area where you need to greet your fear of failure or wrongdoing and the consequences involved. This is not an easy step for many, especially if the result is less than desired. Most everyone wants to be right, but in order for someone to be right, there's usually a wrong involved. Many times the consequences of living with great guilt, shame, and anxiety are greater than the admission of fault, especially for an ethical situation. If you are facing any of those consequences, it's not too late to take personal responsibility if needed. Decide to take that personal responsibility for something in your life now. I look forward to hearing of your progress. And this is Deborah Johnson, helping you get unstuck and creator of Hero Mountain.